Hello there, everybody. Professor J back with another episode of Kingdom Come Deliverance. And, yeah, last time we talked to. Well, we saw Henry. I'm not. But what the hell? Do I need a new controller or something? Did it work itself out? Finally. No. Well, that's a pain in the ass. I'm gonna have to get a new controller eventually, apparently. Great. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Last time, we saw Henry's nightmare. Mutt, shut up. I'm trying to speak and not get distracted this time. Anyway, we saw Henry's nightmare. And then we talked to Teresa for most of the rest of the video. And also Miller Peshek here. I think that's Miller Peshek. There were so many names. Yep, Miller Peshek. Okay. And now I'm going to march my way up the hill to the bloody castle. Also, I very much so like those high stone walls. Okay. Does that seriously say Carolina? Or is that just me being American and not understanding the things, the different sounds that words make in other languages? Don't know. Oh, fast travel. Neat. Okay, time to sprint. This is getting boring. Okay, and we're here at the gate. Hello.
Halt! Who are you and where are you going?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith. I'm going to see my liege, Sir Radzig of Dvoyets.
Of course you are, lad, and I'm the Pope. What do you want from his lordship, and what makes you think he'll see you?
I'm his blacksmith.
Come on, I'm not some peasant. I'm Sir Radzig's blacksmith, and I need to speak with him.
It's my job to stop you. Now bugger off.
Son of a... Of course, you want a bribe.
Maybe a little coin would clear the way? How much do you want?
Here.
See how nicely we can get along? Welcome to the town.
Oh, you're alright, bastard. But also, this is probably accurate a lot of times. 9 times out of 10, just a simple bribe when no one's looking, and you can probably get into most towns. Welcome to Rattay. There's more to this town than just slum. But that's not where we're headed right now. We're headed over here. To one of the castles here. There are 2. There's this one, and another one at the other end, over that way. Also, drawbridge. I didn't mention this before, but drawbridge. Yay. I like drawbridges. I don't know why, I just do.
Could that be the smith's son, Hal?
On my soul, it is him. What are you doing here, lad? We thought you were done for.
Bandits attacked me in Skalitz.
And why, for God's sake, did you go back there? Who else but cutthroats and bandits did you expect to find?
I needed to bury my parents.
Oh, I see. Your father fought like a lion. I'm sorry.
He saved my life.
And not just yours. He was a good man, and you did right to bury him.
I didn't even manage that. I failed to save him or put him to rest.
And just what could you have done at Skalitz? If you tried to fight, the both of you will be dead. He gave his life for yours, Hal. So you'd better make good use of it.
You're right. And just what are you doing here?
I'm going to speak with Sir Radzig. Is he here?
He's in the palace with Sir Hanush of Rattay. They're feasting in the Knight's Hall. What do you want with him?
My father made him a sword. He asked me to deliver it to Sir Radzig.
I don't see any sword.
No. Bandits attacked me and stole it. I need to tell his lordship what happened. And then I'm going to find the sword.
Of course you are, Hal. Good luck.
Thanks.
Yeah, in this part, there's a bit of a error here. I was talking about how Henry's helmet and this guy's helmet here look like Kung Lao's. So, if you sharpen them, you can make a good throwing helmet. But I forgot to record the audio for that. Sorry.
Your Graces, I have to tell you in all seriousness that this land of ours is in the shit. Deep fucking shit. Don't you agree?
I might not have put it as eloquently as you, Hanush, but I've been driven out of my own castle, so I'm hardly going to disagree.
Indeed. But Birkstein is yours for as long as you need it. There's room enough for your men
son of a
and you
bitch.
here at Rattay, and I'm sure my ward won't have any objection to me lending you his castle.
I'd be honored. Pleckstein is at your disposal as long as you wish, Your Grace.
Just as well you have another castle at the other end of town, eh? At any rate, I'm beholden to you, Sir Hans, and to you, Sir Hanush.
I don't like to speak ill of your people, Sir Radzig, but, well, there's no love lost between the townsfolk and the refugees. There's been talk of criminality.
No, they'll have to get used to it until the situation's resolved.
But when will it be resolved? And what on God's earth is this war even about? I won't lie, sir. I don't understand it.
You aren't alone, Father. I believe Sigismund's original intention was to persuade Wenceslas to accept the imperial crown and to leave the rule of Bohemia to him.
Who could blame him? I know Wenceslas is a friend of yours, Radzig, but even you have to admit he brought it upon himself.
I can't deny the king neglected affairs of state for other pursuits. There is a need for order in the land, but I don't think the lords who sided with Sigismund realized just what Hungarian order looks like.
Hungarian order.
What concerns me, sir, is how a good Christian could resort to such brutality.
To give him his due, I don't think he expected the lords of this country to stand behind the king. But thanks to him, we're tearing ourselves apart, and now he has to get things under control.
But why in God's name does he have to use those barbarians?
Money is the root of all evil, young sir. Wars are costly, and this one has dragged on for a year. Sigismund ran out of coin for knights, so he recruited those whore sons that settled in Hungary. The less he pays, the more they make up for it with plunder.
That's why he attacked us. He was after our silver.
What are you doing? You've no business here. Clear off.
Wait, it's Henry. Henry, who disappeared after I clearly ordered him to remain at Taumberg.
I'm sorry, sir, but I had to bury my parents.
Had to? Do you think you were the only man who lost someone there? But the others listened to their lord.
And it wasn't just your own life you nearly threw away. So Robard and his men risked theirs to save you.
I'm sorry, but I had to.
Oh, there you go. When you have to, Radzig.
Your father was a remarkable man, and your mother, she was remarkable too. They deserved a Christian burial. Did you manage that at least?
No. I was attacked by thieves. I wouldn't be here now if it wasn't for that girl.
Girl?
The miller's daughter, Teresa.
The miller's daughter saved you from the footpads? Well, there's a tale to tell your children.
I owe her my life. She distracted them and then brought me to Rattay. But without Sir Robard, we'd both be dead.
Oh, that's what I call a good woman. Hang on to that one, lad.
Still, It's a great shame your parents are buried in unconsecrated ground. That means purgatory for them.
Be quiet, Friar. I didn't invite you here to eat me out of house and home and deliver a sermon while you were doing it.
If you're so concerned, Father, maybe you should save the innocent souls of these fine Christians yourself. Go to Skalitz and consecrate their graves. I assure you, if you're killed by bandits, your soul will soar straight to heaven, as long as someone buries you in consecrated ground first.
If there's anything left to bury, that plump carcass of yours would be quite a feast for the wolves and the crows. And one skeleton looks much like another, so how would we know which were your ordained bones or those of Sigismund's Tartars?
Be that as it may, why have you come here?
I must get your sword back.
Sword? My sword hangs here at my side.
No, the sword my father forged for you. One of those thieves stole it from me.
They almost killed him and he already wants to go back.
Takes after his father, I suppose. Lad, I've lost a castle, a village, silver mines, and a good half of my subjects. Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
I understand. I'd feel the same way. But prudence is the better part of valor, and a dead man keeps no promises.
Aye. The woman had to save his fat from the fire, and now he wants revenge. What kind of fool are you, boy?
He's no fool. Henry, you have courage, but you need training, arms, a horse. Or do you mean to beat this thief at dice?
No, sir. Please, take me into your service and give me the chance to learn these things.
The gall of him. Fled from the enemy, disobeyed your orders, duped Sir Divish, lost your sword, put Sir Robard in danger with his actions, and now he wants a promotion.
Sir Capon's right.
What you say is certainly true, except for fleeing the enemy. You would have run as well, believe me. Henry's earned some punishment, but how do you punish someone who's already lost everything, Courage and blind obedience are good qualities for a soldier, but a wise man also appreciates loyalty, perseverance, and determination. Besides, that was a fine sword that his father made. If he thinks he can get it back, I won't turn it down.
My lord, he's a peasant. You can't make a squire of a peasant.
Why not? Someone made a priest of a pig.
He isn't a peasant, Father, he's a blacksmith, and recent events have left me in need of his skills. So, you'd like to enter my service?
Sir, Yes, I would. You won't regret it.
I probably will. I'm doing this for your father, lad. Don't disappoint me.
Oh, fortune has finally smiled on you today, lad. Make the most of it.
Now that I think about it, Sir Hanush, the boy needs training and experience, and you need spear carriers.
That's true. The bailiff is always complaining about your people making trouble in the camp. Maybe one of their own among the guard might help.
It might. In any event, it will prove valuable experience.
But let's be clear, you're the one paying him. Captain Bernard, see to his training, and then send him to the bailiff.
Yes, sir.
And don't spare him.
You can rely on it, sir.
Don't forget, Henry. Don't disappoint me.
I won't, my lord.
It's at this point I realize that my microphone has been shut off, and has been off the entire bloody time. Okay, that was a very, very long... Oh, that was a very long cutscene. Also, I forgot to turn my mic on for part of that, of what I was saying. Ah, yes, feudalism. Ah, very fun. Giant pain in the ass, though. It really was. Let's see... Oh, they don't have wine growers. They have wine growers, but they do not have anything to do with military. Like, come on. I mean, they have town garrison, but they don't have the actual structure of knighthood listed here, which kind of pisses me off in a sense.
I'm from Skalitz, and I lost everything I had.
Okay, so did I. But I also knocked a guard out and took his armor first. Okay. Hello, vagabond.
My respects to you.
What are you hanging around for? Don't you have any work to do?
No, I don't. Sigismund's marauders took everything I had and reduced me to beggary.
What's it about?
Since I lost everything, I've been doing whatever I could to survive. Only, I got caught with my hand in someone else's pocket. And since then, I can't even set foot on the square without the catchpoles pouncing on me.
So you're a pickpocket? Alright, get to the point. But keep your hands where I can see them.
My honestly begged groschen were taken from me by that bastard of a guard, Pazdera. He claimed I stole them and took them for himself, the swine. Well, if you can get them from his pocket back into mine, where they rightfully belong, I'll give you a share and teach you a handy trick too. What do you say?
Sure, I can do that.
I reckon I can manage that. How much coin are we talking about?
Everything he has on him. Half is yours.
It all sounds a bit fishy.
Well, take it or leave it. But if you get my money back from Pazdera the guard, I'm sure I can put some more work your way.
Okay.
Good luck to you.
I'm not giving him my own money. Anyway, let's see. It's almost, yeah, no, it's, there's no time to actually do the next mission, which sucks. Well, no time in this day, but the next day will be better. And while I usually hate to agree with pompous bastards like that priest, because we can all agree that guy was a bit of a dick, he is technically correct that Henry here is way too old to be a squire. Now, speak of him and he shall appear. Usually that refers to the devil, but I guess in this circumstance it refers to a holy man. But yeah, he's correct. Henry is way too old to be a squire. And fortunately, unless he does exceptional military business, because most of the military, like I said before, was mostly made of peasants. Unless he does exceptional military duties, he will not be knighted. So technically, he is a peasant, a blacksmith, mind you. So still a very respected peasant, but a peasant nonetheless. He is not a noble. So he technically cannot become a knight. Okay, alright everyone, that's gonna be it for this episode. I'm sorry I haven't done much in this episode, but when you have long-ass cutscenes like that and a controller that apparently is apparently very temperamental, that takes up a bit of time. So, I'm gonna end this episode off here, everyone. If you enjoyed, well, I'll be surprised. And again, I apologize for this being a rather boring episode, but don't worry, next time, I promise I will get to the training. And after the training, there's a bit of an exploit I know of that I hit the mic. Oops. Yeah. There's a bit of an exploit I know of that I'll be showing you all afterwards. But without training, it's going to be a giant pain in the ass to do it. So, until next time, everybody, this is Professor J, logging off.